Today's an exciting day. I know we say that all the time, but like honestly, we're so close to this room being like a closed-in functional room. And yesterday we went ahead and installed the doors. The windows are all installed. I mean, we're pretty much at the point where we can stain this floor. I spent some time yesterday and this morning just finishing sanding, making sure that all of our wood-filled screw holes were completely covered. And I'm going to give it another cleaning. I did clean it this morning and then cleaned it again. And then I'm going to stain it, which I'm so excited about. Tyler and I kind of went back and forth about what color we wanted to stain the floors or whether or not we wanted to paint them. But honestly, like, we went this far to put wood floors in. It makes no sense to paint them. So we were like, you know what, let's stain it. And we chose the stain color. We're using the color English Chestnut. So you'll see what that looks like once I start applying it. But I'm super excited because obviously, like, I'm going to stain it and then I'll need to put a clear coat on top. And then, yeah, the flooring's going to be done. So I'm so enthusiastic. Let's do it. I also wanted to share, like, look at what the doors look like. They're extremely massive. Tyler and I actually didn't realize that the doors were like 10 feet tall until we like looked at them because we bought them a couple months ago from the guy on Facebook Marketplace. So we kind of like forgot. They've just been kind of sitting in storage. But when we pulled them out to install them, we were like, oh my God. So it's like crazy to see what it looks like here. And then also, Tyler built these little windows up here, and then there's going to be a wall here just for some closed space. But yeah, this is the space as it is currently. Let's go ahead and get started.
Hello everybody, Tyler here. So this is actually my first time watching this. Lena did this while I was out of town, so she did all of this herself. So it looks like her process is she started doing a big clean, and now she's applying some English chestnut. English chestnut is actually different than what we've used in other rooms and on furniture. We like to use special walnut. We actually use special walnut on the windows that you can see here. But I think this English chestnut is like a nice washed out tone. It's not too warm. It's not too cool. It's perfect. It really does feel great for the room. In this, oh, this is nice. It's really nice to see, like, super satisfying, like, get the job done videos like this, like staining and painting. It's just so nice to see somebody like working their way out, and you see the like gradual transformation, and then by the end you're like, whoa, can't believe we started from that. One thing that you can actually see in this floor is these lines. These lines are actually from where Lena had stained the floor or sanded the floor a little extra, because there was like some wood filling that we had to do on all the screw holes. And you can't really see them today. In fact, this floor looks very similar, but I think that it's aged a little bit and it looks even better today. But yeah, she's working her way out and doing a big stain, and I think this room looks great. Good job, Lena.
All right, so that's it. I did this for about an hour. It didn't take me that long. Honestly, I just like knocked it out. I find this kind of work really satisfying. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it looks. I'm going to let it dry for like an hour or so, and then I'll come back and put some polyurethane on and call it a day. I think it's going to be, I mean, just looking at it, I'm really happy that we picked a different stain color than what we did around like the windowsill. I think it looks awesome. Let me show you. All right, here we are. There's so much movement to it. It looks so natural. It's also really crazy because I bought 3 cans of this stain, kind of thinking that I would like run through it, but honestly I only used like not even one, so I'm definitely going to return the other 2. It's really crazy because like the can, like for 1 quart of that stain, it was like $13, and I still have some left. Like I used 3/4 of it maybe, so it's crazy that it's like a little bit of elbow grease and a can of stain can really go a long way. All right, so it has been a full 48 hours since I originally stained the floor, and since then I got footage of this, but I put 2 coats of polyurethane on top, and it is now fully dry. I've stepped on it very tentatively this morning, and it is definitely dry, and it looks really good. Yeah, I'm like really happy with the way it came out. I just can't believe how nice it looks. But yeah, so today is cool because we're gonna actually install we can call it like a mini pony wall. Basically, we just want to extend the windowsill so that it's a little larger. We have a cat that loves to lay in the windowsill and just kind of lay in the sun. So we thought it'd be a good idea to do that, not only for him, but also to like place stuff on, like you can put plants and stuff on it. So that's what we went ahead and planned on today. We went ahead and went to the hardware store and made all our necessary measurements. We're going to go ahead and prepare for that. So hopefully by the end of today, we'll at least have the structure of the shelf and everything will be in place, which is exciting. Okay, so this is actually editing Lena, and I wanted to give a little bit of context as to what the heck we're building here. I think we described it as like something that Glenn can walk on, which is our cat, and like a shelf where we could put trinkets and stuff, but basically the best way to describe it is it's essentially a very small version of the pony wall in our bathroom. If you haven't seen that video, we basically built this pony wall behind our sink, and this is super similar. The idea is the same, like you're building out this wall cavity and there's going to be a shelf on top. And for us, the functionality of it in this room is that it can be used to like hold drinks and our cat can walk along it. It just like thinking about the functionality, like with our couch here and there will be a TV in this room, like it just makes the most sense. And also it adds some diversity to the space. I feel like it's really cool to like see something like this, to see the wall extend a little bit. It's really not that big, but it's just noticeable enough that we can appreciate it. And when you're building a room from scratch, I feel like that definitely makes the difference. We had a little bit of trouble fitting one of the board in this corner to the underneath of the windowsill, like this part right here. But Tyler took his multi-tool, it's a multi-tool, right? The multi-tool and like cut it and it fit. So I'm pretty proud of our measurements. We had like measured all of these before these went in and we like used a 2x4 or whatever and it worked. So that's cool. We're gonna nail it in really quickly. Because we had such a long stretch of board, and obviously it can't be like one long piece of board, Tyler cut the boards and then put pocket holes to make sure that they were level. I feel like as much as you try, like it's not going to be perfectly square at all times, so I feel like that was kind of a good idea. There is one spot that has a gap, but other than that, like I feel like we could just add some caulk and like make it blend in and it'll be no big deal. I think it looks really good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
It does
I'm
look
really
really
surprised
good.
at like how it fits. It looks really good. I'm really surprised at how it fits, because that was something that I was really worried about whenever we were building this pony walls. We measured every single piece independently, and because this trim probably shouldn't have been put on first, it always worried me that it wouldn't actually fit and there'd be like really big gaps. But honestly, I don't even think we need to caulk it, or at least caulk the wood, because it's like it fits so tight.